Lots to cover today. Lots. Lots to cover. All right. Let's see. Just make sure we're live. Yeah, looks like we're live. Okay. I'll wait for a couple people to get in here, and then we'll get started with what should be a very informative edition of the Comment Show. I had some action this week. What's up, Teresa? You're first. Welcome on in. Rich Motorshaw, welcome from the UK. Nice to have you in here. Really appreciate you being in here. I'm not gonna mess around today. Let's get right to it. What do you guys say? I mean, I know people will be in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I got tons of comments to go through this week. So let's start the show. Welcome everybody to the MLH Comment Show for the 4th of March, year of our Lord 2023. I'm MLH, of course. We've got tons to cover today. Welcome, Transparency Time and Alfredo. Welcome. Nice to have you all in here, as well as Teresa, who was first, and Rich from the UK. There will be more that get in here. Make sure you hit those like buttons. Get more and more people in here. That would be fantastic. But I'm gonna dig right into it. Normally I wait for a bunch of people to get in here and then I get started. But I got a lot of comments. So let's go ahead and get started. The first comment that we see here is from Pelon. Now, last week I told everybody you don't have to apologize for not being here for the comment show. I mean, it is the weekend. It is a Saturday. I understand you guys have your own lives and you need to do what you need to do. And I do appreciate the people that are in here. Matthew, welcome. Thank you for being in here. So it is what it is. You know, it's you know, if you catch it, you catch it. You don't, you don't. You know, maybe you'll catch it on a replay. Tell your friends, stuff like that. You know, it's all good in the hood. But he says, okay, not sorry. It's snowing here in San Bernardino. I got corrected when I said Bernardino. Just today, actually, I met with Richard, who gives me food for the homeless, and he corrected me. He said it's San Bernardino. So, you know, little correction there. Hope you and your family have a blessed weekend. Thanks for your service. Thank you so much, Pelone. I appreciate you. You know I do. Really appreciate you catching the show live and not live. So it's really cool to have you comment, and anybody that comments is, you know, okay by me. Russell, on my video for police presence in Aurora and Denver, I haven't been getting your notifications, but I will reset everything to see if that helps. I appreciate that, Russell. Yeah, a lot of people aren't getting notifications. There's nothing I can do about it. That's a YouTube thing for sure. But, you know, hopefully that'll get corrected. Unindoctrinated, welcome. Some people from the area also call it San Bernardino or even San Berdo. Fab Daddy, welcome. Nice to have you in here. And if I miss anybody, I do apologize. You know how these things go. Ex Bootlicker, who's a great singer, says media, stop calling them leaders, authorities. They are simple public servants, and they need to relearn their place in society. I totally agree. Ex Bootlicker, they are servants, and that's where that's their role, and in the grand scheme of things. And if they don't like it, they can just leave. Police the Police chiming in with some emojis. I hope you guys check out PTP's channel. He's an absolute hero. He saved a couple people, I mean more than 2 people, like 3 people to my knowledge, lives with tourniquets. And I mean, he just happened to be in a place where some kids got shot, and he saved at least one of them. So good on PTP, doing good work down in the Springs. Grams Beth on my Aurora police activity video said good coverage, but you need to correct the date, which I did. Grams, I appreciate the I appreciate the correction there. Great interaction with the cop. Yep, I actually there was a good interaction with the Aurora police, which I did not expect. Denver, on the other hand, got thumbs down this week. Grams Beth also said they are Denver cops. What do you expect? Great coverage. Thank you, Grams. Yeah, I mean, things need to change, and we're slowly but surely making those changes. KDOT and I. By the way, KDOT hit 20,000 subscribers, so make sure you tell him congratulations. That's no small feat. 20,000 subscribers. I'm on my way to 4,000, y'all. So I just think it's really great. KDOT in my mind is the greatest, and he's the best around here for sure. Pallone chimed in with he told me what happened at this call. It was a sex assault with injury, no arrest, which I don't understand why there wasn't an arrest if there was a sexual assault with injury. Totally weird and weird to me. But Russell, right on, you got the notification. Thank you for being in here. Okay, like I said, hit that like button. That always helps get more people in here. And stay tuned, guys. We got a couple of I don't know if they're bootlickers or hate comments or what, but we got some stuff coming up. So stay tuned for that. Harry Nova says, "Sup, MLH? What's up, Harry Nova? Thanks for your comment." Matthew the King, who is in chat, says, "Like button activated." Thank you very much. I'm going to do you a solid as well, Matthew, and give you a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Mick T says, "Police cars in the UK have to be cleaned before every shift. They looked filthy, and lights have to be flashing at incidents. I enjoy your vids. I learned so much about American rights and laws. Great stream. Cheers, MLH." That's kind of the point of the channel, is to inform, Mick T, and I know the laws are a little different here in the United States as opposed to the UK, but similar, and they are supposed to have their lights on, and they are supposed to keep their vehicles clean, but they never worry about that here. I mean, they don't care. Why would they care? Why would they have pride in what they do when what they do is, harass and hurt and, cause problems? Homie the Clown says, "Blue line through Porky's bad." I don't know what that means. I guess you were commenting on the thin blue line. Puppet Master News says, them putting up the tape just to restrict you is a violation of deprivation your constitutional right to film. The Bain Act, they tape blocked off no other areas but where you were. I get that, Puppet Master, and we don't have the Bain Act here, but you're right. They did that is a restriction. But they get away with it because they said they're doing investigations. They weren't doing anything on that particular video. If you guys want to check it out, it's the police presence in Aurora, Denver, the 27th of February. Make sure you check it out because Puppet Master News is right. The tape was purely to keep me from understanding what was going on. They didn't even give me the incident number, which I felt was absolutely ridiculous. I really urge you guys and gals to watch that video. Hate messaging is juicy. Smells like rotten milk. Yep. Fab Daddy, wait till we get to it. We're gonna get to it here. Thank you for your comment, Puppet Master News. I really appreciate it. Moving on to Nathan Dodge. Here's the first bootlicking comment that I got this week, which is pretty rare for me because people understand that I usually let officers make mistakes first before I chime in. He says, "You were interfering with a police investigation. Should have been arrested. Hopefully next time." What exactly would I have been arrested for, Nathan Dodge? There was no investigation. They weren't doing anything. They were simply blocking my view, trying to make me not get the information for the people. So, I guarantee you don't go to local news stations and say these same things. You were interfering with the police investigation. I simply had a camera out there. That's not interfering. You need to learn the law, Nathan Dodge. Sorry, man. I mean, there's a reason why I've never been arrested. I'm not saying that time won't come, but it wasn't 3 days ago. So, I hope you can find some inner peace with me not being arrested, Nathan. Alejandro Gonzalez says, they intimidated you and won the battle. Maybe tomorrow you will understand what you can and can't do lawfully, daring them to arrest you, forcing you to make them money. Alejandro, I know exactly what I've been doing. I've been doing this for a long time, and I can't be intimidated. Look, K-Dot and I are willing to take a bullet, okay? Just letting you know. That's how it goes. We have both decided that, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this properly. We're not here for clicks and views and all of that, although that does help. I mean, it does help the cause. The more people that are watching what we're doing, and, we're holding people accountable, especially police and government officials. I'm not one to be intimidated, and neither is K-Dot, but I know my limitations. I know what I can and can't get away from. I'd rather not take the ride, if that makes sense, Alejandro. But if I happen to get arrested, I know I'm going to be in the right, and I'll be in good shape when I take them to court civilly after I win the criminal case. So, Sasquatch, welcome, and Jonathan, welcome on in. Appreciate you guys being on in here. Pedialyte and a sippy cup. Wow. Okay. Hungover. Yeah, you need, like what Fab Daddy said. Wow. And it helped educate the public on public photography. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. We are doing a service to the community, whether the bootlickers of the world want to realize it or not. We're bringing information that's public anyways, that should be disseminated immediately instead of behind a bureaucracy of BS. And trust me, we're going through a lot of bureaucracy right now, which I will talk to you after I get through the comments. Elvis Rivers 1 says, getting nauseous from camera shaking. Sorry, buddy, but I want to watch. Lived there for 14 years. Elvis, I understand. It's hard to hold the camera perfectly still when you're trying to pay attention to officers that are giving you the business, as they say. And, so I do apologize. Like I try to hold the camera as steady as I can. I usually have a fairly steady hand when I'm out there. I'm pretty cognizant of those type of things, but I do get it. I'll try to do better. I'll try to hold it a little more still for y'all. Point taken. Cornfuse gave me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I think you're new to the channel, but thank you very much for watching the video. Kelly C says, 3 minutes. I've been telling you guys that all I had to do was call dispatch and ask. I guess my comments don't always get read. Kelly, I apologize for one. I know you've been a sub of mine for a long time. I can't always get to comments, especially when I'm dealing with some aggressive officers. Like that officer was super aggressive with me. If you guys saw the video, the Denver cop, his name was Hurd. His last name was Hurd. The first thing he said was, "Get away from my car," as I was trying to look at his laptop to see what was going on. I try to get you guys those pictures as still as I can. I know it doesn't always work out, but Kelly, trust me, I try to get to comments as much as I can. I know how important that is, but sometimes I just can't get to comments. But I do appreciate you paying attention. Thank you very much. It's awesome that you are one that does pay attention. Okay, so now we need to talk. The man was already in custody too. So according to the cop filming, a man in handcuffs is resisting arrest for the camera man. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Powerade or Gatorade. Yeah, Sasquatch. Okay. Broken system, broken trust on my... I received a nasty email from somebody that says that they see many arrests in my future. And I think I know who it was. I'm not gonna even. I don't even want to dignify it. I just wanted to make the message loud and clear that I'm not gonna be intimidated. You're not gonna get me off of YouTube because of your veiled threats. I don't care. But I thought it was important to let people know that I am getting a little bit of heat in the email from a keyboard warrior. So, but I handled business. But he says, I'm pretty sure I got a similar email a little while ago. Apparently, my homicide will be live streamed. Should be a must see live stream. Yeah, these people are crazy that email me and try to get me to not do what I'm doing. Transparent Time says, who I believe is in chat, says leave it to keyboard warriors trying to intimidate somebody. That's exactly right. Transparency Time. It was a crazy email. Okay. Ronin77 said on my police presence in Aurora, Denver video, which got a lot of views, actually. I was pretty surprised. Says, I live in upstate New York, and I feel like the Aurora PD is always in the news for the wrong reasons. They need an overhaul of administration and retraining of all cops. Ronan, thank you for your comment, and it's true. Aurora has been in the national spotlight now for 3 years, and there's a reason why they're under consent decree. KDOT and I are working very closely with the Independent Monitor, like eyes on the street type of thing, to show like the type of bullshit that's going on in the Aurora Police Department. Back to the email I received. HawkFan says, how people have the time to take the time to keyboard warrior it up will always baffle me, especially to someone like MLH, like the kindest, warm-hearted dude on YouTube. Go put that energy into something productive, like being a solid parent or spouse. Be better. I appreciate that, HawkFan. I have a sneaking suspicion I know who this particular idiot is, but I don't, until I'm 100% sure, I don't want to say anything on the matter other than he's a piece of shit, 357 on the same post says, thus always keyboard nerds, sic semper keyboard warriors. I couldn't agree with you more, 357. It's easy to type an email to somebody and try to, insert your BS, when they threaten you, they are only validating what you do. I agree. I totally agree with you, Jonathan. On my police presence in Aurora, Denver video, Bird1805 said, ignorance is bliss. Yeah, see, I agree, man. Nunez says, most smartphones have a setting where it takes the shaking out of it. I don't know what the setting on the iPhone is, Nunez. If you can comment on one of my videos and let me know, that would be awesome. And also, Nunez J303, are you in Denver? 303 is a Denver area code, so let me know. Transparency Time chimed in and said, they're going to come out and say, get away from my car. You're standing too close to my car is what they would tell you. But in reality, that's our car. They're just using them. I would have them write the incident number on the back of the card that they gave you. Yeah, see, they wouldn't do it this time. Transparency. That's the whole shebang. Oh, this is what the Aurora guys were okay. The Denver guys were the ones that were telling me, get away from my car and all that dumb shit. That's not your car, jackass. It's our car. Gimmickless on the email post said, you're doing something right when someone tries to silence you. Couldn't agree with you more. Don't worry about keyboard warriors, MLH. No, I don't, man. I just want to make it very clear I'm not going to be intimidated by anybody that's sitting at a keyboard typing. I'm actually on the street. I'm transparent. You guys know this. I've been on the streets for a very long time, whether it's homeless outreach or dealing with police bullshit or doing audits or whatever. Blue Unicorn says on the same post, what if I do something to somebody somewhere, huh? Maybe that person might find themselves having something happen to them. And Blue Unicorn is my real name, so there. That's an awesome post, Blue Unicorn. I appreciate it. Expose them, McDonald says. When I find out who it really is, McDonald, I have a really good inkling. They used Proton email, which is encrypted, so there's no way I can know for sure. But I'm waiting for more emails. I mean, I'm a pretty good investigator. You guys know that. Lois Holland on my Live in the Springs video I did with KDOT and PTP and Old School says, I watched the sheriff release their statement. It was such bullshit. Thanks for what you guys do for us all. Thank you, Lois. I appreciate it. I definitely do what I do for the people. MLH, when you're in the trolls' heads continuously, that means you're doing it right. Exactly. While CS was drinking last night, I watched 3 horror movies. Which ones, Fab Daddy? I'm a big horror movie guy. Right now I'm wearing a Return of the Living Dead hat and a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt. Send the email to Proton. I doubt they condone that type of behavior and want it on their servers. Jonathan, sometimes you have to play the long game. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the long game with these guys. So I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but, whatever. Jonathan, who's in chat, says it's unfortunate that the success of a journalist or activist is measured by the amount of death threats they receive. It is unfortunate, Jonathan, but it doesn't dissuade me from anything that I do. Let's see if I got any held for review comments here. Doesn't look like I do, but I do have some hidden comments, so let's take a look at those. Let's show them. They have offensive language. Oh, here we go. Wow. I got quite a few. Nathan Dodge, the same guy that is pissed off at me for whatever reason, says he reported me for vulgarity, and he called me an asshat. The only vulgarity was the one that you used, Nathan. Asshat. That's original. Good job, Nathan. Get a life, maybe. Stop harassing me, maybe. All right, I'm going to delete that because it's total BS. I'm me says you have to be one of the biggest clowns in the frauding community. Guess what, Mr. That's My Car? If you seriously think that car belongs to you, go right on ahead and jump in one and go for a joyride. If it belongs to you, then you should have access to driving it, correct? This is a dumb argument. I'm me. I mean, obviously there are rules. I can't get in a car and joyride with it. Are you that is so ridiculous. It is our car. We pay for it, right? It's your car just like it's my car. It's a community thing, right? It's not the police officer's car. They use it because we allow them to use it. And if enough of us stood up and actually called them on it, then maybe they would use it appropriately. So, fuck you very kindly. I'm me. Sorry. Not sorry. Removing that comment. Fernando Gonzalez says, effing pricks. When they can't contain you, they bring out the tape. Chicken shits. I agree, Fernando. I'm definitely going to approve that comment. K's RB says, you is a dumb, uneducated jackass. Get a life, fool. Now, this is a funny comment. This is the first I've seen of this. I'm sharing it with you guys. You is a dumb, uneducated jackass. Maybe if you learn how to type, learn how to educate yourself on the English language, you would, use proper grammar, not put spaces, multiple spaces where there should only be one space in your typing, KSRB. So, yeah, there you go. Who is the uneducated one? I actually went to college, KSRB, so, let's delete that comment. I don't need any negativity. Stupid is as stupid does, Lose Cunt says. Walter Davis, welcome on in. Nice to have you in here. King Solomon, what's up? Nice to have you here as well. Something wrong with the kids, Knock at the Cabin, and Infinity Pool, Fab Daddy. Ooh, that's a nice selection. Which one did you enjoy the best, Fab Daddy? I've noticed a large upsweep in trolls, but they don't seem to be typical trolls. Yeah, these are different, Jonathan. I've noticed the difference. But that's okay. I mean, as the channel grows, I mean, I'm on my way to 4,000. Thanks to you guys. And as the numbers go up, the number of trolls also goes up. So I know I have to deal with that. I'm pretty thick-skinned though. I don't, I mean, it doesn't it doesn't much bother me. Infinity Pool, that's awesome. I need to watch all those movies too, actually, Fab Daddy. I went to Princeton, had to pick someone up there and drive them home. Oh, okay. Good job. Nathaniel Dodge, freelance photographer in Denver. Right. The Grammar King calling our boy dumb. Exactly. I mean, it doesn't get any more ironic than that, does it, Lou? All right, let's see what mentions I got here. Horizon City mentioned me 19 hours ago for a video about the Denver housing market continues to stabilize. Yeah, I've noticed that rent and housing is actually going down in Denver a little bit, which is actually good news because it was getting outrageous. Thank you for that, Horizon City. K-Dot mentioned me in a short. You guys got to check out some of K-Dot's. I'm featured in some of K-Dot's, videos. Obviously, we crossed. Well, I mean, we work really, really well together. Audio of the officer who was rude to my friend. That's why I was upset. K-Dot showed up to that same video that I commented on earlier, and I got a ways to go to get to 4K King Solomon, but I'm working on it. Trust me, I'm working on it. K-Dot just hit 20K, so I'm sure I'm gonna get a bump from K-Dot at some point. You know how it goes. K-Dot showed up like any true champion would. I've done the same thing. I don't like it when people treat K-Dot like shit. So I'm usually 10 minutes away from wherever anything's going on here in Denver. So I can get there, and I do, just like he does. We have each other's back, and that's pretty rare because nobody else in Denver has my back, and I don't think anybody has K-Dot's back in Denver either. We're kind of lone wolves, as they say. Knowledge is power. Shared my video out. Thank you very much, Kip. You are awesome. I appreciate you very much, Kip. I like Kip's channel. You guys make sure you subscribe to Knowledge is Power LA. Good dude, and he created the logo that I currently have up. It was awesome. Dragonette gave me a shout out and a mention. She's going through a hard time. Make sure you check her out. Donate if you can. She's got a heck of a legal battle ahead. So help her out. All right, and that's about it. Let me take a look at chat, and then I'm gonna discuss a couple of things with you guys, and then we'll call it a day so you guys can get to your weekend plans. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. 1A trolls are coming out of the woodwork, in my opinion, because of new demographic is seeing 1A videos due to YouTube Shorts algorithm. Yeah, I think so. The people I've met that did best in business never went to college but made millions. Yeah, I went to college, but I didn't finish, and I definitely haven't made millions, Walter Davis. But I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? I'm doing all right. I'm surviving. That's about the best anybody can do nowadays. Let's see. Let's go to publish anything. Okay, we're good there. All right. Let me talk to you about what K-Dot and I have been going through a little bit. I talked a little bit last week. I'm trying to get some information to have a panel with KDOT on a couple of officers, and it's ridiculous the amount of runaround that we're getting for simple information, guys. I paid $33 for some information. KDOT paid $66 for some information, and we still don't have all the information on these officers. So we're working very hard to get it, though. I think we've got a good handle on things now. We may have to pay a little bit more money, but when we get the information, we're going to expose some bullshit that's going on with the Aurora Police Department. And, so you have 7 years of community college experience, Fab Daddy? Damn. That's dedication right there. All the trolls are cops, King Solomon. I think a good chunk of them are, King Solomon. They're trying to get under my skin. It doesn't really work, I mean, you can try. I mean, a lot of people have tried, but it doesn't stop me from doing what I'm doing. There is thoughts that I put myself at risk every time I put out a live because people know my exact location, and there's a lot of people that hate my guts in Denver. But there's also a lot of people like yourselves that understand that I'm doing the right thing, and I'm trying to help the community in any way I can, whether it be journalism, or investigating or exposing bad public servants, or exposing the good ones too. Last week we, K-Dot and I, right after the Denver incident, a couple blocks up the road, ran into some Aurora cops that were very forthcoming with incident numbers and their cards, and they were very cordial, which is the way that any interaction with the public should go, unless you're breaking the law, which obviously K-Dot and I are very cognizant of the laws here, and we go out of our way to make sure we don't break any laws. Matter of fact, when K-Dot introduces me on his streams, he always he stops himself when he says partners in crime, that phrase, partners in crime. He always stops himself before he gets to the crime part and says partners in non-crime, because we don't break the law. And that's why I've kept from being arrested my whole life, because I always am very calculated in what I do. And even though that there are risks that I could be arrested, and there have been a couple of times when I've gotten close, not because I was breaking the law, but because of officers' egos. I put myself in the best possible position to not get arrested, and that should be the point. I've seen some videos with some auditors, even here in Denver, I'm not going to mention any names, where the person has put themselves in quite a conundrum. And I know my limits. I know what I can and can't get away with for the most part. I know what's lawful, what's not lawful, and K-Dot especially. K-Dot he's got a great mind for this, and it's the reason why I think he's the best in the Denver metro area. I know that there are other auditors that have more numbers, more subscribers, but as far as knowing exactly what he's doing and exactly how to get stuff done, K-Dot is the best. K-Dot's the greatest. Matthew, thank you for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. Here's all the info you need, MLH. They're crooked cops. Yeah, exactly. K-Dot is one of the best out there. Teresa, I'm going to take it one step further. K-Dot is the best. All right, and this is from me, a person that's been on the ground. And, I'm not going to toot my own horn and say I'm the best because I know better. But I've seen a variety of auditors, the way that they handle themselves, the way that they go about business. K-Dot is the greatest. And I think he's the greatest of all time, to be honest with you. He's gotten... he's been arrested 3 times. All 3 times were unlawful, and I covered court case with him. I've seen K-Dot in action. I don't say it just because he's my friend and a good guy. His mind is fascinating. Just in talking with him off stream, his knowledge base and the way that he wants to go about things is better than anybody in the Denver metro area. The only other person that I think is in the same kind of category, there's a couple. Obviously, somebody like the Batosai, who I think is really excellent and got case law, which allows us pretty much to record and film the police without hassle most times. Turner v. Driver is super important, federal case law. K-Dot is good locally here. He's gotten 3 arrests and 3 court cases. All of them he was found either not guilty or they dropped the charges because it was unlawful to arrest him in the first place. So K-Dot for me is the greatest, and probably always will be. Let's see. Still don't know what career you want, Fab Daddy. Uh, if K-Dot watches The Shining, I will say he's the best. I agree, Fab Daddy. I've been working on it for a while, man. I really have, man. Um, he will, man. He's just look. K-Dot is a busy guy. You guys don't know this about K-Dot, but he is always like I'm always busy. Dude is always busy as well. When we hook up, it's kind of a miracle because he's got stuff going on, I've got stuff going on, and it's just the dude is always working, always doing something, always on an investigation like I am. I mean, like I said, behind the scenes, guys, we've got a lot going on. We really do. Let's see. So what else did I want to cover with y'all today before I let you go? Just want to say that I am working on stuff. Like I said, as soon as I get this, as soon as I get the information for these two officers, one who's no longer with the force, and one who's still with the force that makes $141,000 to sit at a desk and basically do nothing all day. I will disseminate that information to you guys. I'll have K-Dot on. By the way, next comment show, next Saturday, I will have a special guest on the show. I'll let you guys know it's K-Dot. It's K-Dot. K-Dot's going to be on next week. At least he said he's going to be on next week. I'm going to try to hold him to that. As soon as it's going to be really interesting information for you guys. One of the officers is, like I said, no longer with the force, but there is more to that story than meets the eye. What else? As far as this week goes, I don't know how many videos I'm going to be putting out there. I'm going to try to do some shorts from the video that I just did. What's up, Gimmickless? Nice to have you in here. I'll try to get out a couple of shorts from the video, because sometimes people just don't have time to watch a half an hour video or an hour video, and I get that. I understand. So I'll try to do some shorts for you guys, more of those in the future. I know the algorithm is hitting those shorts really, really, really well. So I'm going to try to get more of those out for you guys, so you guys can get little snippets if you don't want to see the whole video, type thing. But it is what it is. All right, guys. I think that's all I got for you today. I got a thing to do at noon with K-Dot, kind of a community service. There were some kids that high school kids that walked out, did a walkout at East High School. They were upset because there was I think it was a kid that was killed by the police. Maybe it was one of their classmates. I don't know. I'll get more information for you guys as I see it and hear it. We're K-Dot and I are actually going to go talk to these kids, and it's like a community event that's going on. And it'll be interesting to hear what the kids have to say about the whole police brutality, police violence kind of aspect of things here in Denver. It is what it is. But how is the movie going? Okay, let me give you an update on that real quick. Take us with you, possibly, Solomon. Possibly, we'll see how it goes. These are kids, so I don't normally like to put kids on the camera. It's unfair to them. But we'll see how things go. The movie Walter is asking about. Okay, so the script is 100% done. All I have to do is it's a lot actually, but I have to break down the script into what I can film all at once, like little sections. Like if there's interior shots, I have to put all those together. Exterior, I have to put all those together. What I can shoot all at once with certain actors. I have to get the actors. I have to do location shooting, like where I'm going to shoot all this. But I'm shooting for May or June to actually shoot the movie. So if you're in the Denver area and you're an actor or actress, I could really use your help. I am going to look for actors to be in the movie. It's not a large movie per se, but there are a few scenes that I'm going to need a few people, like a few extras to just hang out, I'll try to provide some food and stuff, but I don't have money, so it's not a paid gig. But if you get hungry, obviously I'll get you a meal or something. But it's going pretty good, Walter. As good as it could go. I'm gonna play the lead. Although I do need a stand-in for a younger me. So I'll see how that works. We'll see. But as soon as I cast and as soon as I do location shooting, all systems go. May or June, we should shoot the movie. I think I have an editor. I have to talk to Strictly Strange about it. If not, I'll be on editing duties as well. And then as soon as I put all that together, I do have somebody that's willing to score the movie, for the music. So that's going to be awesome. So hopefully by the end of June, everything will be wrapped up, and then I can concentrate on editing. And by the way, end of June is when my birthday is. My birthday is June 26th, so I'm hoping to have everything done by then so I can take a quick mini vacation with Bernie in Vegas, just like a weekend type thing. But if all goes well, by the end of summer, I will have something to present to all of you. So hopefully, we can get that done this summer. Maybe try posting a flyer for extras at like a comedy club or something, especially an improv place if there are any. Yeah, I know, Fab Daddy. I know he's taking a break. He's going through a rough time. So I don't want to burden him with anything more than what he's got on his plate. But 626 is also my area code. Okay, cool. Matthew, fly in, man. I could use a good-looking guy on the movie for sure. I'll find a role for you, man. Fly into Denver. I'm gonna be at the farm baling hay in May, June in New Jersey. Oh shit, Walter, that's cool. Ted Hitchcock, what's up? How does this BS in Sheridan end? The courts, cops, and city council refuse to change. Ted. All right, here's my feelings on the Sheridan thing. I think they've got good cases against all of them, Ted, unfortunately. I don't want it to be. I usually err on the side of auditors, but in that particular case, I think they've got some goods. Not as far as like photography and stuff like that, but there was a lot of conspiratorial type shit, and I mean it's crazy. I don't know when it's gonna end, to be honest with you, Ted. Hey Matthew, if you can, bud, come out to Denver. If you need a farm setting or a boat setting, I got you covered. I wish. Maybe the sequel, Walter. Maybe the sequel will fly out to Jersey. My thoughts on the Sheridan thing. I thought it was bullshit, man. I don't think any of them should have been arrested, but it is what it is. I don't hang out with any of those cats, and there's reasons for it. There's been a lot of nefarious things going on in Sheridan for a long time, and they're just looking for a reason. So why give them a reason? Why show up with 15 people to a place where that things might not go right, and it's not going right, and things haven't been going right in that whole thing. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I really want to say on that, Ted. I disagree with the methods. I don't think that any of them should have been arrested. I think the main target was Regan. They didn't get Regan. They got Aurora Transparency, which is unfortunate for her. I think there are some people within that group over there that are frauds. One of the people, actually, I saw a live stream of one of the people that actually called the cops on a homeless person for simply trying to get warm in sub-zero temperatures, which I thought was absolutely disgusting. I mean, this was after that whole incident. But these are the type of people, if you surround yourself with pieces of shit, you're going to get piece of shit results. And that's what the whole Sheridan thing is to me. So even though I think it was shitty, Ghost Rider was an absolute snitch, no doubt. And I won't hang out with him anymore because of that. I mean, there's a lot of fallout that happened from Sheridan. And look, the only person that I'm hanging out with here in Denver from here on out is KDOT, no others. If that gives you any indication. Maybe occasionally PTP and maybe occasionally Aurora Transparency. I feel bad for Aurora. She got caught up in some bullshit, and there's going to be nobody to support her. And that's the thing. When you hang out with that type of stuff, bad stuff tends to happen. So I'm keeping my circle very, very, very small. Ted is the answer. 50 Acres of Woods, if you want to throw in a Deliverance kind of twist. Well, like I said, Walter, there's always a potential for a sequel, right? I mean, I left it open-ended. Actually, this movie, Walter, is very, very personal to me. It's based on some events that happened in my life. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy it, though. I mean, the title of the movie is Finding the Mustachioed. Obviously, the Mustachioed is a character that I created, but it's more than that. It's more than just a mustachioed skit. It's a personal, thing for me, and I want to get it done. And then after that, you guys, KDOT came up with a banger of an idea for a movie that I'm going to try to write and film by the end of the year. So, there's always possibilities and potential out there. The thing is, I'm not super rich, so it does take a little bit of money to make these things, even though I'm on a shoestring budget. I mean, I do need money here and there to do different things, but I'm never going to ask you guys for that money. If you guys want to donate, I mean, obviously your money is going to go to good causes. I do a lot of homeless outreach. And gas costs money. I mean, stuff like that. But I'm not a grifter. I don't beg. I don't e-beg. You guys know. I mean, all those things are options for you. Like Matthew gave me a $2 super chat, which I greatly appreciate. There's the PayPal. There's the Cash App. There's the Venmo. But I don't sit here and pine for it, unless there's something very specific, a specific cause, like a charity or, whatever, I have the mustache. You do have the mustachioed autograph, King Solomon. When connect mustachioed video. I don't know what you mean, Transparency. All the mustachioed videos are on the channel, by the way, Transparency. So, there is a lot to this movie, and I want to shoot it. It's it's been a long time coming. It's like it's a lifelong dream of mine to make a movie. So, I really want to do it justice. I want to do as good as I can with it. I want to convey the message. It's a pretty simple message, but it is a fun movie. It is it's a drama for the most part, but it does have its comedic elements and transparency time. Really appreciate the super chat, the super sticker there. Really appreciate that. So yeah, it's going good, Walter, to be honest with you. So, when's the next mustachioed video? That's a good question, Transparency. I haven't talked to the mustachioed in a long time. Don't know. I don't know. You never know when the mustachioed's next target is going to be up for the taking. I don't know. Maybe you guys can give the mustachioed some advice where he should be pointing his investigations next. So, don't know is the answer, Transparency. The mustachioed's his own dude. He, it's uncontrollable. All right, guys, that's all I got for today, but be looking for some more shorts, some more videos, this week. Like I said, I have something to do at noon today. It's kind of a youth community event near where I live. So I'll be over there at noon talking to some kids. Hunter, what about Hunter Biden, Walter? they're K Dot and I will be talking to these kids, see kind of gauge their feelings, what's going on. I mean, we pretty much know how they feel, but it's always good to get into the community and understand other people's feelings and what they're going through, especially the younger crowd. So that's what I'll be doing the rest of today. We may or may not be live later. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, guys. Thanks each and every one of you for joining this week. I'll be back next week with obviously more comments. Hopefully you guys will comment even on the comment show. I enjoy the comments. This is the only show of its kind. KDOT pointed it out to me. Nobody does this. So I hope to inspire other people to do this, to connect with their audience and, connect with all of you guys. So that's all I got for you guys this week. Stay safe out there. Be kind to others, be kind to your family, but most importantly, be kind to yourself. Have a safe, good weekend, everybody. Till the next video. I'm out. Later, everybody.